I want us to talk about a player that, well, it's no longer a player now, but he was a player for the Super Eagles of Nigeria at some point. He also represented Nigeria at the under 20 level, and most recently has been appointed as a first team coach for Ipswich Town FC in the English Premier League. I'm talking about Sone Aluko. Sone Aluko, of course, played for Nigeria at the 2009 Under 20 World Cup. Also made 7 caps for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and he scored 2 goals. I don't know if you guys remember, but he scored 2 goals in a 2015 AFCON qualifier against South Africa in Uyo. 2 goals in that game. I believe it was a 2-2 draw. Correct me if I'm wrong, Smith.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, it was a 2-2 draw, and Sone Aluko scored 2 goals there. Didn't play that many games, tended to have a number of injury issues every now and then. But, after 3 years at Ipswich Town, he was part of the team that gained promotion to the Premier League with them this past season. Only played a handful of matches, but he was part of the team, and then now has been appointed as a first team coach. Smith, before I come to you, I just want to quickly say this. When I heard this announcement, when I saw the news from Ipswich Town, it made me quite happy. It made me quite happy because this is a Nigerian player that, of course, just you can tell that has been planning his career, has been planning his path, and was preparing himself for life after football. It is no coincidence that he retires in the summer and gets a job as a coach in the summer. The reason why that is able to happen is because clearly for the past 3, maybe 4 years, he must have been learning, he must have been growing, maybe coaching the youth teams when he gets the chance, and of course, preparing himself for this future path that he knew that he wanted to take. This is something that we always encourage a lot of our Nigerian players. 90% of them do not do anything while they are playing football other than play football. They don't plan for the future. They don't know what they are going to do. Even the ones that maybe have some thought of being coaches, okay, start to get your badges, start to coach the youth teams, make connections at your club. They don't do it. He has only been at Ipswich Town for the past 3 years. So it's not like, oh, he spent 20 years in Ipswich and then they just said, oh, because we are loyal, come and take coaching job. No, he went there for the past 3 seasons, and clearly, he forged those connections. He must have spoken to them about his ambitions, and eventually they found him good enough to get this coaching job. And who knows, this could be the start of how his career takes off. In the future now, if there's opening for maybe Nigerian at 17 or Nigerian at 23 or something, and then coaches are coming to, apply for the job, at least we'll be able to say, look at Sonny, he has been coaching Ipswich Town as an assistant, as the first team coach for the past XYZ years. He needs to get the job. Not be somebody who just they sit down for Nigeria could just claim, say, oh, I'm the one because I've been doing it for the past how many years. So congratulations to him. I wish him all the success. I hope that they are able to stay up at least one season in the English Premier League. And yeah, let's see what comes of his coaching career in the years to come. Smith, what are your thoughts on the Sone Aluko as a coach for Ipswich?
When I heard about it, I was really, really happy about it. I was, because it's someone I know very well. I think Yeko is coming back. Right. I think it's someone that I actually worry very well. Come from the same state. He's the grandson of the famous economist, Professor Sone Aluko. So, the father is late now, was the former senator in our state. Very, very brilliant set of individuals. So the grandfather is extremely intelligent. The father is extremely intelligent. So I also think that Sone Aluko too, also taking, after the father and the grandfather. So fantastic move from him. I know that someone that if you have heard him speak before, he's very intelligent. He's someone that that he's really he knows exactly what he's doing. A lot of people think that, oh, he's not getting playing time in Ipswich Town. Why is he there? Not knowing that he's cooking something, and you can see exactly what he's actually doing now. So he didn't have eventful Super Eagles career, but at least he had 7 caps. The most famous, one of the most famous games for Nigeria was against South Africa and Uyo when he scored 2 goals. He also did well when we played Congo Brazzaville in Brazzaville. He did well in that game too. So, part of the reason why we don't really know him that much in Nigeria was because we failed to qualify for the 2015 AFCON. That was his set. So, players like Hope Akpan, players like Aaron Samuel, players like, so that year. So, that's one thing that, failure to qualify for events, failure to qualify for a tournament. This is the implication. It's not as if Sone Aluko was a bad player. He was playing the Premier League then. I remember he was playing for Hull City. He did well for Hull City, but just because failure of Nigeria from qualifying for a major tournament at that time, that was responsible for that. So I'm happy that he's taking a new career path. I'm happy that he's doing well for himself. I know that his father, though he's late now, we're very proud of him. His sister too. He's also into club ownership, so they are pretty doing well. I'm really, really very happy for him, and I hope that one day he will come back home and say that he wants to coach the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We will not be able to argue, not to sit in the front of the TV and be coaching with a pencil. No, no, no. We want you to get to the pitch and actually do your thing. So happy for Sone Aluko, and I hope that he's go inspire others too to do well.
Yes, yes. Hopefully, it does inspire others. We have a number of players that are on the verge of calling it quits in their careers. The ones that are 34, 35, 36, they can follow this path. Like I said, it's just about establishing that relationship with the club while you are there, working hard on your coaching badges, starting to coach in the youth teams. We see it with players like Gondohan coaching in Man City's youth teams, things like that. And by
Shaka.
the grace of God, everything will go well for you when you're done playing football. But there's this popular saying that they say in Nigeria, failing to plan is planning to fail. And if you don't plan for life after football, it's going to be very difficult. And sometimes, you can really lose it while you're trying to figure it out.